Hey YouTubers, I'm going to do a video today of my shed which is behind me. The floor is rotten and some of the 2x4s are rotten, and I searched and didn't really find exactly the solution that I needed for this. I have a solution now. Hopefully you guys will find it useful. So check this out. Alright, so the problem you can see pretty well is it's rotted out. Some of the 2x4s that come down the thing, and the plywood. Get something to point with. Plywood's all rotten like that. Sad right there. It's rotten down here. That's rotten. So basically the plywood's bad. And a couple of these posts are bad. Like, I think I'll leave this one in. Oh, it's okay. That one I want to replace or firm up a little bit and that. But the problem here, and the real trick, and the reason I made the video is, how the heck am I going to fix this thing when the plywood, well, there were 4x4s here it was sitting on 4x4s, and then you got plywood, and then you got the 2x4s. And I want to replace the plywood and the 4x4s that were underneath. So the trick is, how do you, replace this plywood that's on the bottom when you got this thing propped up kind of like that, right? Because that's between the plywood and the jack. So what I'm going to do, and this is the part that I think is interesting, you can probably just shut this video off after that if you like this or don't like it, but what I'm going to do is I got these 4x8s and a couple 4x4s, and I'm going to basically use some lag screws. I don't know if you can see that in the darkness. I got some lag screws, and I'm going to basically put the screw through this thing and then into that, and that's going to be the new leg to hold it for a while. And that way, see, the plywood is right next to it there, right in there underneath, and so I can get access to the plywood. I can get this 2x4 out, which, by the way, I'm taking that one out right there. If I have the 4 legs kind of bolted in. So I'm going to shut this thing off, probably be gone for a little bit, and I'll show you when we come back how it's doing. See, it's sitting on this one right now, and I want it to be sitting on that one. Okay, so I got them bolted in there now. This is the left side. You can see this thing's actually fell apart a little bit, which is fine. There's the right side, but it's sitting up. There's the 4 things it's sitting on. Now I got complete access to the floor. So anyway, that's the main trick. I will, I'll show you as I get the floor all the way out. I'll take a couple more quick videos to show you how it's looking, but that's the main thing. Jack it up like this so that you got complete access to the floor, and then you can just kind of build it from the under up. See it? Alright, so we got the plywood with the couple 4x4s that were under the plywood out of the way. I'm going to have to do a little work in the corners to straighten those things up, get it fixed up. I accidentally knocked this one off, which was really stupid, but I can fix that. So now we're going to put the, well, first off I'm going to get the nails out of the way that are sticking through the 2x4s to the bottom, and then I'm going to just start working on building this from the bottom up. Take care of those corners. Alright, we got the most of the 2x4s back in that were rotted. Replace that white one's a new one. This guy obviously is a new one. Short up the corner. Should have replaced that whole one, but that's alright. And now we're going to start working on the bottom. So let me put the bricks down, the 4x4s down, and I'll show you another picture. 4x4s and cement bricks are down. We're hoping the cement bricks will keep it off the ground and keep things from rotting again for a little bit longer. Next up is the plywood. All right, we've landed it back down on the bottom. We got bricks, 4x4, a new piece of plywood, some new framing, but we got it landed down there, all good. This stuff looks ugly now, but I'm going to put like a little baseboard around the side. That'll make things look better. And that's it. I'm not going to post the rest of this because the rest should be boring to you. Again, the main idea for jacking that thing up was to jack it up, use these guys for the temporary legs attached to the outside, then lower it down, and it worked.